Getter LeBron James has been in unstoppable form in the playoffs, so says ESPN's NBA analyst Stephen A. Smith after the number 2 seed Celtics saw off the Philadelphia 76ers 4-1 in the semifinals. Forward Jason Tatum dropped 25 points, added to 24 from guard Jaylen Brown, as the Celtics claimed a 114-112 win on home court in the deciding Game 5, that sets up a clash with reigning conference champions Cleveland, who are looking to make the NBA Finals for a fourth straight year. And while the Celtics will test the Cavaliers, Smith believes four-time MVP James, averaging 34.3 points, 9.4 rebounds and 9 assists per game in this year's postseason, will be too hot to handle for Brad Stevens' team. Whatever you saw from the Philadelphia 76ers, LeBron James is an entirely different animal. HES poised, HES already been to 8 NBA Finals, Smith told ESPN Sports Center. He's a three-time champion, HES lost 5 NBA Finals. That's not going to faze him whatsoever. Getter LeBron James scored at least 26 points in all 4 games against Toronto Raptors. Boston Celtics won't be able to contain James' power according to Smith. Boston is long, they're athletic, they're young. They're going to throw a myriad of bodies at him and going to try and wear him down. They may even take away his jump shot if they're capable of doing so. I just think that LeBron James is going to be entirely too much for the Boston Celtics. It could go 7. I think it will go 6. Stephen A. Smith. But in the end, the size, the girth and mass of LeBron James and that ability to perform in the post against the Jason Tatums and Jaylen Browns of the world, in my opinion, is going to be too much for these Boston Celtics. Were it not for injury, the conference finals clash would have the added narrative of James going up against former second-in-command, Kyrie Irving. The point guard left Cleveland for the Celtics last summer after requesting a trade to become the focal point of his own team rather than operate in the shadow of James. And Smith believes the absence of the 5-time All-Star is a crying shame. It's going to be a terrific series. If Kyrie were playing, I would pick the Boston Celtics to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference Finals, he added, but because HES not playing, along with the other parts that they don't have available, they just don't have the girth and the mass necessary to deal with LeBron, particularly if HES getting assistance from Tristan Thompson and Kevin Love on the boards. ESPN Stephen A. Smith was speaking on ESPN's Sports Center. I just think that LeBron James is going to be entirely too much for the Boston Celtics. It could go 7. I think it will go 6, but ultimately the king will be crowned of the Eastern Conference once again once this series is over. It's a very good, young, talented, exceptionally well-coached Celtics team against King James. That's all this series is. If Kyrie were playing, the picture would be complete. It would have been a storyline for the ages, but it's still LeBron James, Mr. Box Office. We get something in that regard. No question about that. The Celtics host the Cavs at 7:30 p.m. on Sunday for Game 1.